Hello guys, so I just wanted to come on here and just do my everyday face really, and just to talk to you guys so that you can get to know me, ask any questions, and things like that. I've had a few people leave me some questions on my previous videos, as well as my Facebook, so I'm gonna get into a little bit of that while you guys watch me get ready for the day. My name is Tanina Taylor and I am 27 years old. I am a mother of 4 amazing kids. I have 3 girls and 1 boy, and I am married to the most amazing man in the entire world. And no, I'm not just saying that because he's mine. I am a New York native, so I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm from East New York. East New York, stand up. Yeah, so that's a little bit of background, and I come from a large family. My family is pretty big, and it's great because we were always made to be really close with our cousins and things like that. So it's pretty cool because you have built-in friends. I am just looking for my tools so I can get these eyebrows together. So I'm sure you guys have seen me squinting like for dear life in my previous videos. When it comes down to detail and me seeing up close, especially on myself, it is a little hard. I do have an eye disease called keratoconus, and for you guys who don't know what that is, it is when your cornea decides to take on more of a cone-like shape, and unfortunately, as time passes, it basically starts to detach itself. So in my right eye, it's like a lot more severe than it is in my left eye. So I've literally been like from state to state, literally going to different specialists and things like that to see what my options are rather. And bottom line now is that because it progressed so quickly and quicker than my corneal specialist expected it to, now all the options that we thought that I had, as far as slowing down the process, and there's a process or a procedure called cross-linking, and then there's another procedure called intacs, where they literally put like 2 metal pieces into your eye, on the both sides of your cornea. Actually it's 4, so they put it top and bottom and on both sides, and it literally like forces the cornea back to the shape that it's supposed to be. However, because it progressed so quickly, that is no longer an option for me, because now the lining of my cornea is too thin and they don't have enough of it to work with. So now, because I can't do the intacs and because I can't do the cross-linking, which is basically they put it's like proteins, and they put these protein drops in your eyes, and you sit under a light, like a UV light, and it bonds the particles back together. So that's no longer an option. So now the only option that I have is to receive a cornea transplant. Am I scared? Of course. But I'm a trooper, and I know for a fact that things don't happen by chance. And the way that I look at it is that there are people out there who are dealing with things that are terminal. So I try not to focus on that. I more so focus on the fact that it could have been worse. You know, it could have been something else. So that's how I look at it. That's how I deal with it. And, you know, every day is a journey, is a battle. But I get through it. And the fact that I'm able to see such small detail, even when I'm doing hair, is amazing to me. Like, I shock myself. So it's definitely, you know, a blessing, because God has given me a craft and a talent, you know, and a skill that regardless of what, I'm still able to get it done. And that's how I live day by day. You know, once you make your mind up to do something, there's no way that you should allow anything or anyone get in your way. And that's how I feel. So I know that doing hair and doing makeup and things like that is my passion, and I work really hard towards that. And everything else is just, you know, pit stops. Sometimes we have pit stops, sometimes we have obstacles and things like that, but it's just like when you're on a road trip, you know, you're on a road trip and sometimes you get tired and you have to pull over and you have to rest and maybe get a snack and get something to eat or use the bathroom or whatever, but eventually you get back in the car and you finish on your trip. And that's how I feel. I just feel like, you know, this is a part of my pit stop, and each day I use that day, you know, to encourage myself that I'm still here, which means that God isn't done with me yet. I still have more work to do. I still have more people to inspire. I still have more to learn, you know, and I have my children who look up to me. They look at me like I'm their superhero, and it's the most amazing feeling in the world.